This is Kyluga. Security level Omega. Password Charlie Mike 02212001. Enable new protocol. Title Agament No Contingency. Should any of the core members of the creative media department go rogue, we need to have plans in place to deal with each and every one of us should we become a threat. The members of the program are my teammates, but we need to be prepared for the worst. Always. Agament No Contingency. File codename Sicily. Alan Marsala, the head of the program, is the heart and soul of the digital media department. He brought us all together. It's because of his vision that brought many to pursue the path of creative media, but it's also his vision that could make him a powerful adversary if he were to turn against us. If Alan Marsala ever becomes a threat to the planet, the following protocol must be enacted to ensure our survival. Like Samson of the Bible, his long hair, including his beard, seem to be the source that allows him to channel his powers. Cut them, and he will be powerless. Also, using any text font non-related to Franklin Gothic demi-bold or medium would render his vision useless, causing him to go blind. Further testing is required. Agament No Contingency. File codename Prodigy. Brian Umali is an effective leader. However, his strength and endurance and amazing resemblance to Rusev make him a formidable opponent should he ever turn against us. His vulnerability would be his close to a bald head underneath his signature hat. Light reflected from the top of his head would cause permanent blindness. However, using a mirror to reflect the light back on him would cause him to catch on fire, rendering him defenseless. Research concluded side effects that lead to a nanovirus, spiked with magnesium, would cause his skin to combust in contact with the air. Must investigate further. Agament No Contingency. File codename Oompa Loompa. The mind of Jessica Aguilera is only limited by her capability of imagination and creativity. But in order for her to use her brain, she must be able to see what she is doing. An attack on her eyes is ill-advised, due to the advantage of her lack of height. However, within the files titled 3495, the following strategy might prove useful. If an explosion is planted within her signature camera and triggered by pressing the record button, the flash and debris would neutralize her capabilities. Her brain would then act accordingly, enforced by her own physical capabilities. After that, it's just a question of storage. Must test this theory on Matthew. Agament No Contingency. File codename Radiohead. Nicole is a good friend, which is just one reason why it would be difficult to face her in combat. It's not a thought that I relish. But if it must be done, the following strategy might prove effective. If she can be isolated within a sound isolation system and be convinced to pursue music for the long run, her growth in skill and technique would increase the strength and sound waves produced. The louder the music, the higher chance of going deaf is inevitable. Agament No Contingency. File codename Composer. Sean O'Brien, a unique opponent, a genius in composing audio with the potential of a promising career. We're lucky he is on our side. But if he should turn, taking his girlfriend hostage would emotionally distract him, giving one a chance to cut off his audio engineering supply line. His main weak spot would be his glasses, the ones he wears 24/7. Taking out his glasses would render him in being blind and unable to perform. Shaving his beard would also strip him of his masculine features for him to appear as a babyface. Agament No Contingency. Note section. Basic counters to various creative media members. Washington. Paralysis. Anthony. Shave his head. Yesenia. Stripes of any kind. Amber. Head trauma. Cameron. Immobilize one of his arms. Zach. Drop him in a volcano? A suntan should immobilize him from any of his powers. Noel. Hydrophobia. Investigate cannabis products useful for secondhand smoking. Alex. Tables, ladders, and chairs. Mia. Laser tag. Cynthia. Complete hypnosis with Instagram reels. If these contingency plans are discovered in the wake of my being incapacitated, please understand, this had to be done for each of us. Which brings us to Agamemnon No Contingency, file codename God Killer. While Michael Alamon Jr., aka the God of War, is a master improviser and combatant, he is only human. The best way to disable his strategetic abilities will be to cut off his artistic supplies, since his creativity knows no bounds. His obsession with chili cheese fries is an excellent strategy, particularly if they're from Wiener Schnitzel. Also, women of a particular type, ranging from gingers to punk rock gothic types, would render him defenseless. It helps if they're 10 years older than him. Think carefully before you do this.